Alright guys, welcome to the Penny Pincher Performance YouTube channel. I'm Jimbo Slice, and today we're going to be doing some cool stuff with my Monte Carlo. In the last video we put aces on the Monte Carlo, got it running. It seemed to be doing alright. It was we used the Wizard and it got it in the ballpark. And in this one, I really want to put myself in a position like maybe I know nothing about tuning and I don't have the means to have the vehicle tuned. So I think that a lot of guys run into this problem. I really do in the older crowd. And I want to show that there are avenues out there to get it, I don't want to say get it right, but get it close to where it's not going to hurt the car. The car is going to run good. Now I want to stress, you're going to see me doing some stuff with the throttle in this video. I want to see how lean it's going to go. I want to see if ChatGPT gets it right. We'll put it that way. My car's turbocharged. It's got an LS1 in it. So it's worst case scenario. It's a motor that is weak with a turbo, with a fuel injection system that is not tuned. So you put the dots together there. I really do feel like tuning is one of the big things that not just aces but EFI in general fights. There's a lot of guys that think that you can use that learn. You can put the learn on, turn the learn on, and let it take the wheel, and it's going to make everything perfect. And that is not how it works. The learn can only help you so much. I mean, you can't be crazy amounts off. Now, I also want to say, I do not suggest doing this over having a car professionally tuned. This would be just to get you by until you have the means to get the car professionally tuned. Some people live in parts of the states where tuning's 5 hours away and the guy's booked 3 months out. And you don't want to waste your whole summer, right? So you need to have another avenue. Also, there's other people that don't know how to use like Team Viewer or load tunes and stuff like that. They don't know how to do that stuff. And people that don't like sending money over the internet, stuff like that. There's a lot of crazy shit out there in the boomers. So I'm hoping that at the end of this video, it gives you an avenue that you can explore if you're in that position, and it'll get you to the point of where maybe you can't be out going to a Cletus McFarland burnout contest, but you'll be able to cruise your shit to a car show, or go out and cruise with your buddies and just enjoy it. You know, it's going to be one of those deals. This is not going to be a raggedy edge of the performance quarter-mile tune. This is going to be a get the car out, have fun in it, enjoy it, take Barb to the ice cream shop, keep her happy, stuff like that. We are going to start off with some other stuff, though. For one, as you can see behind me, no, that's not a new project. That's my wife's Maxima, and it has a CVT transmission. Don't ever buy anything with a CVT transmission. CVT is some dumb shit. That's dumb shit right there. Don't do that. So I'm in the process of fixing this piece of shit. I'm going to put an LS. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. So we are outside with the Monte Carlo. We have been demoted to the driveway, which I'm totally cool with. But we got to do a couple things with the Monte Carlo. Number one is lowering it. It needs to be a victim of gravity here. It sits so high, I could literally probably take that thing off-roading. And man, that look kills me. If any of you guys out there are watching this and you know me, you know I don't like cars that don't sit low. So we're not going to slam it, but we are going to lower it and give it, just a little bit more of an aggressive stance. Right now, it looks like a nerd with long legs, and I want it to look like the cool kid that is wearing skateboard shoes and has wide pants and trying to steal your lunch money. You know what I mean? So we're going to lower it. I'm going to tell you now, I'm cutting springs. I'm not buying springs. That, for one, that's a ripoff. If you're not looking to have absolute performance in corners or in straight line, and you're just looking to cruise and you have an old car like that and you're buying springs, you're ripping yourself off. Then two, we're going to tint. How are we going to... I can't afford to have the car tinted right now. I'm just not in the books. I don't have the money for it. But my buddy owns a tint company. Big shout out to Alpha Auto Care, Brian Harvey, and he has a planner, and he will cut me out some pre-cuts for that thing and let my dumbass put them on. So it's not going to turn out great, but it'll be a lot better than what it is. We just want to get some damn tint on that car. I can't do the fishbowl look, so thank you, Brian, for helping me on that. But yeah, I guess let's get into it. I'll set up a little time lapse of the getting the front springs out. I already did the rear. I'm sorry. Me and Rachel buffed this whole thing out too. I'll put a picture up so you can see. That was a 2-day event. The paint on this car is about a 2 out of 10. I'd say now it's like a 3.3 out of 10, so I'm super happy. It's got some shine on it. It looks good from 45 feet away. I mean, this thing is like, from 1,037 feet away, this is literally a Barrett Jackson car, and I'm proud of that. So, no weird comments about it, losers. I'll get us to a time lapse, so I'm going to get the front springs out of this thing. We'll get in here, chop them, and we'll get this thing back on the ground. Then, hopefully, get some tint from Brian, and we'll finish up with that. So, if you're here for the Chat GPT part of this, letting Chat GPT choose the tune for the car, you probably skip ahead 5-10 minutes. This first part's going to be giving Reagan the love that it needs. And again, I am going to walk you through the Chat GPT part. You can't just say, hey, Chat GPT, I have Ace's EFI, tune my car. No, you got to tell it all the information that it needs to be successful. And I'll show you how to do that. So, let's go. Come on, nerds. So we got the spring out. As you can see right here, this spring's weak and it's been sagging. This actually top coil has been resting on the next coil with coil bind. So, front end of this car sits high. These springs, I'm not sure if they're 1-to-1. 1-to-1 meaning you cut 1 inch off, you get 1 inch lower. I'm really not sure. Some springs are. I've encountered other springs that you cut 2 coils off and it barely lowers it. Anywho, obviously we can tell this spring's already weak. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it's got some lean to it from where it's been coil binding. So, normally what I do is cut off a half coil. But, myself, like many others, I'm lazy. I don't want to keep taking this thing apart because it's not low enough. The front end in this thing literally sits up like a no-prep car, and it looks really dumb. So, what I'm going to do is take a 1.25 coils right off the rip. And if that's too low, I'll cut the back to match because the back's easier to lower. And you can never be too low. You know what I mean? Lowered cars are cool. They're going to get you poo-nanny. So, an old school method to this is to just reach up in there with a torch and start torching until it sags. That really does make shit ride rough. That is going to end up riding a lot like the Honda Civics you see on the highway, where they go over a transition to a bridge and there's sparks flying around. They're doing 360s and flying off the bridge sideways. We don't want that. If you cut them with a cutting wheel. And if they're really hard to cut them, you know, take breaks. Don't let the spring get too hot. When they get real hot is when you start getting that weird ride and springs breaking and shit like that. So, I'm going to take my handy dandy Harbor Freight cutting tool here, throw a battery on it, and start chopping. I am gonna go right in here. Well, probably right in here. That would be a 1.25 coils. Hopefully it doesn't drop it. I mean, honestly, dude, we could lose 4 inches in the front of this car and it still wouldn't be low enough. So I'm pretty confident that this isn't gonna hurt us. Now, if it does, it'll make for a funny video anyways. Let's see what happens here. Stay true to it. Buying springs for these older cars, if you're just looking for a lowered look, buying springs for $200 is an absolute fucking ripoff. You can cut these things up, and these cars still literally ride like they're factory. This isn't like a newer Mustang or something where you're cutting the springs and it rides like shit. These cars are sloppy. They have all the good ride features, none of the good handling. So just cut your damn springs. Quit being a silly Billy. You're wasting your money, in my personal opinion. You can argue with me in the comments, say what you want, but when you're going to bed at night, know that you just wasted $200 on some dumbass springs if you're just literally looking for it to look lower. Now, I get it. If you're trying to build something that handles better or, goes in a straight line better, yeah, I'm totally about it. Get good stuff. But if you're just looking for a cruiser, quit being stupid and spending money. You're just making someone else rich for probably more than likely just some old ass springs that have been repowder coated and cut. So, let's go for it. All right. There you go. Brand new Jimbo Slice lowering spring. I even made this one, so it's airbrushed to look like it's old. It's just a thing it's in right now, I swear. It's a brand new spring. Just bought it. Definitely not cut. Airbrushed to perfection. Everybody's gonna think you have old springs, but your shit sits right. It's gonna be a mystery. I love it. What? I don't even know where it is.
I don't talk just to fill the air. I don't move just to prove I care. I don't scare when the sky turns black. I don't leave when it pushes back. I've seen strong men lose their ground, heard brave words fall apart out loud.
We got her all buffed up. We got it lowered and we got it tinted. This thing is looking hotter than a Mama 6 in a sundress at Walmart. So I am pretty stoked with what we got here. Now let's get into the tuning side of things. What this video is actually supposed to be about. I guess I want to touch on, if you're going to try to do a ChatGPT tune, you really need to know how to give it the correct information. So if you don't know anything about your build, probably just stay out of it. This one is a pretty simple deal. It is LS1, stock heads. It has an SS2 cam, 70 millimeter turbo, I believe. But more importantly, it has 42 pound an hour injectors. It's running on 93 octane. It has a 3046 map sensor, stuff like that. To let ChatGPT know these things so that way it can kind of create the correct parameters. It's just like anything. Any tuner needs to know this information to be successful. If you put the wrong, let's say you put the wrong map sensor in, it is stupid, doesn't know what's going on. Just stupid stuff like that. You really need to know things like this. So I'm going to put in all that information, and basically what it's going to give me is a 9 times out of 10, they won't give you a downloadable deal. So you have to take all the parameters that it gives you, like the timing table, the fuel tables, just stuff like that, and put it in manually to the computer, which does take some time, but very doable. No big deal. They have a smoothing option, so if you get it in there and it looks kind of crazy, you can hit the smoother. It'll make it more happy. But nonetheless, what this is actually going to do for you is it should give you your choppy idle. It should keep your car rich enough that when it goes into boost, you know, it's not going to blow up. These are all things that we're going to pay attention to. We'll give it a little bit of gas. If it starts going lean when it's under boost, you get out of it. If your setup is all motor, it's going to be a lot more forgiving. So, but you still got to pay attention to shit like that. It can, I mean, an all motor build can lean out 100% if you're way off on fuel. But I will get all this information in the computer, throw on the meta glasses, and we'll go for a ride and see what it does. I don't know what I expect out of this. I've never had a microwave tune my car, so I guess I'm not expecting they can do wonders to a Hot Pocket. I'm just not sure how it works with all this. But inevitably, AI is smarter than me, and I'm capable of getting this car to run correct, so it should be as well. Anywho, we're getting to rambling at this point. So let me talk to AI. I'll throw some screen records of that up. I'll talk to AI. I'll get a tune up, and we will go for a ride in this here unit. I mean, shit. Nonetheless, it can run like shit. We're still going to look cool. That's a bad ride. So, as you can see, we got the cord coming out of the car. I don't know. Maybe you can't see. Maybe I don't care. So, I have the tuning cable hooked up. We're on the laptop back here, and we are going to get to the Chat GPT tune. It's probably going to take me a half an hour, 45 minutes to type all this stuff up in here. Unfortunately, it can't send you a tune file. And I'm having a problem where the tunes aren't saving onto my computer from the car. Don't know what that's all about. Can't save them to a USB. They just come up blank. Can't save them to the computer. They just come up blank. Don't know. I think when you're messing with new stuff, you're going to come into these little quirks. But nonetheless, not a big deal. Obviously, the handheld and the ECU is holding the tune, so I'm more worried about that than anything. Anywho, in conclusion with the Wizard, will it move? Yes. Will it run and drive? Yes. Is it a good tune? No, not at all. It's literally just getting you to where the car will move. Could you drive it, say, within 5 miles if you really had to? Yeah, I think you could. As long as you're not beating the shit out of the car, you're going to be fine. But that's about where the fun stops. The minute I was giving it some throttle, it was going lean. I mean, and that's not what the Wizard's not made to tune your car. I know a lot of you guys out there thought that it was, like you could just type in the stuff to the Wizard and then give it some learn and the car's tuned. It's not how it works. You know, it's just not how it works. So what we're going to do now is we got all of our information from ChatGPT. It gave me a timing table to follow, an AFR table to follow, some things to do with the IAC sensor. Just silly shit. We're going to see if we can get it to idle better, because on the Wizard for sure it was idling kind of funky. Whatever. When it would get warm, it didn't want to start unless you gave it a little throttle. So we'll see if ChatGPT can fix that. And obviously it was going lean. Now, I'm pretty sure that it's going to fix that because the fuel tables, or the AFR that ChatGPT wants us to follow is more along the lines of what I would like to see too. So it's crazy. Computers are crazy. It's nuts. You know, you think back 6-7 years ago, this wasn't even a thing. Like, you couldn't do this. You were screwed if your shit didn't run right and you didn't know what you were doing. You just had to take it to somebody. Now you can do this. Now, I'm not saying this replaces tuners, because it definitely doesn't. But it definitely gets you to a point where if you want to drive your car to a dyno, I think you probably can with a ChatGPT tune. This tune looks decent. Now, looking and acting are two different things. It could have something seriously muffed up in there, and that's what we're going to figure out. But anyways, I'm going to get to this. It's going to take me 30-45 minutes to type all this stuff in there and get these timing tables made out. So I'm going to turn the fan on, turn some music on, get this shit made, and I'll bring you guys back when we do first startup on this bad Larry with the ChatGPT tune. All right, first startup.
Sounds happy. That's a plus. Idle's a bit high, but it's also pretty cold. Good deal. I also changed a different gear, or changed to a different gear in the transmission on the settings, and it looks like it fixed the shifting. It was shifting really lazy. Going super lean, so not sure what that's about, but I don't want to do that too many times. Our AFR went all the way up into the 17s, and then it's sitting at 10.9 at idle, which is stupid because even the map that I made for it, it's not following. Don't understand what that's all about. Going 15 AFR. It's like the map's reading backwards. How the fuck is that even possible? Okay. Back to the house. Huh. All right, boys. We fucking found a bunch of shit wrong. So if you think you know a bunch, just shut the hell up and chew up your pride and have your buddies come over and put fresh eyes on it. Because I don't think the tune was actually like crazily fucked up. Do you think so? No. Like there were some idle issues for sure. Yeah. But we had some huge vacuum leaks. It looks like when it hit boost, it blew the vacuum caps off the throttle body, so that was pretty cool. And instead of learning from that and like getting them put on there correctly, we just put new ones on. But we got nappy on the keyboard, and now it starts up, it idles. The car smokes. Don't know. I didn't build this motor. It's probably something to do with the drain. The drain is pretty well shit. So either that or valve seals. But I think we got this thing to where it'll make it to my son's graduation party. So if not, at least I have a hell of an excuse, like car lit on fire or something like that. So what do you think of Ace's nap? Truly,
it's not bad.
Right
so
on.
Far.
Usable.
Yeah, a little bit of time into it. I like the way the software lays out.
Right on.
It's easy to figure out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you've been fucking with it for like 40 minutes, and you've already started figuring out shit that I didn't figure out in 2 weeks. So that's what happens when you're smart, though. You definitely had a way better GPA than me. Like I was probably like a 1.7 kind of guy. You were probably like a 4.3.
Yeah. I can't comment on that.
No, thank you though, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can deal without the smoke, but we'll deal with it for now, dude. I'm really I think that a 427 and a TKX transmission would really fix that smoke.
Yeah, and a 102.
Yes. sick. These old cars, man, there's just something about them, especially these big body ones. I gotta do something with seats in this. I'm a little bit too fat and tall, so I'm gonna have to mess with them a little bit. I really don't want to change seats. I really like these seats. They just, I've ate too many Hot Pockets to use them a whole bunch. It's pretty cool. We made it to the grad party, and there's other hot rods, dude. Got Mustangs. Oh, I don't think that thing will be allowed to drive in California. I don't know. Hell yeah. Such a good looking car.
Picture my Doogie Bouncer sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Guys, you don't know how good it feels to be back out here to do outros. It sucks being in the garage all the time, and unfortunately we live in a place where roughly 7 months out of the year, 8 months, 6 months sometimes, you got to be in the garage. Anyways, we're past that. We're here. We're out in the beautiful sunset with a lower G body that's probably had some babies made in the back. I'm sure some moms have got fucking slayed in this thing. So let's go. Final thoughts on Chat GPT tuning, and I'm gonna have to say that. So at first it was really bad. Shit wasn't working out. It was going super lean. I called my buddy Justin Knapp, had him come over. Figured maybe we get some new eyes on it and see if I was missing something. Because the tune looked right. The tables looked correct. They looked usable. And I'm glad I did, because we started going over the car. We figured out that when it made boost, it blew 2 caps off, one on the intake, one on the throttle body, and it had a massive vacuum leak. So unmetered air creates bad news. And that's why it was running like such shit. So Justin did play with the idle a little bit to get it right, and the startup enrichment, and it's helped it quite a bit. We left the tables in it just like they were. It is kind of lean. I won't bullshit about it. It's not. It needs to be professionally tuned. I was actually going to end this video with doing a burnout, and after trying to do one and listening to it stumble and shit like that, I don't feel real comfortable doing it. I don't want to blow this thing up. We literally just got this thing done. So yeah, that's it. Can you drive it? Yeah, I actually drove it today. I put like 12 or 13 miles on it. It seems to be happy. Good enough to drive. It's not overheating. It's not stumbling. It's not acting stupid. You can get into boost. Just watch your AFRs. Good enough to race it? No. So there's a thing we like to call professional tuners, and there's a reason why we pay them. They're good at what they do. So I suggest doing that. Don't go the AI route unless you just have to get it running enough to go and just go and drive it, you know? Outside of that, still pleased with Aces. The only problems we've had with Aces so far is self-inflicted. It had nothing to do with Aces. It just made the tune look like it wasn't acting correct and shit wasn't following. But so far, so good. Everything is working out. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully on the next one we can get a professional tune on this thing. Hopefully we can get a professional tune on this thing. Maybe we'll get it over to Perkins and get it on the dyno and be able to actually do some pulls and burnouts and feel good about it. But I think that's the end of this one. So I'll see you fucking nerds in the next one. Noah, I always get Rachel's take on this car. I need someone else's too, though. So, G-body. What do you think of this thing? You like it?
I like it.
If you were a cougar, and I was like, hey, mama, you want to go get ice cream? What would you do if I was standing by this?
I'd ask where we're going.
I just said ice cream, you stupid woman.
What shop? Goddamn.
It really matters. Like if I tell you the wrong shop, you're not going.
I don't think you understood, but like I meant like yes. Like obviously if I say where we go.
No, just tell me
we're going.
Are you gonna put out or not?
Not now.
Okay, fucking Mormons.
No, I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.